Thank you so much for joining me on another live. On this particular live, we're going to look at the person that you're currently connected to in love and romance and see what are they not telling you. So I'm going to spill all the tea tonight. Thank you all so much for coming to the live. If you're joining live, don't hesitate to interact live in the chat, letting me know your thoughts. We just ask that you keep the chat clear and positive. No drama, no negativity, because if you are negative, unfortunately, we may have to block you. But welcome to everyone that's here. And do know that in tonight's reading, we're going from Aries all the way to Pisces. So feel free to hang around and watch your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. If you don't know what your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is, you can click on the link down in the description box below where you can actually find the information where your natal chart there will be a natal chart report that will be given to you so you know what those placements are. And if you want to cross watch, you're welcome to do so as well. Sorry for the late delay, guys. We have had quite the evening. I took my nap because I have not been feeling well. That's why I did not go live last night. And as you guys can probably hear, my voice is a little scratchy, and that's because I'm still trying to get better. I feel a lot better tonight, so that's why I said I'll definitely come on, but I did need a lot of rest, and here I am. It's just that time of year. It just attacks me, you know. You got the summer months going to the fall months, and then I'm sure it's going to revisit me again once we go from fall to winter. But we're just going to keep pushing through, and hopefully we'll be able to do mini reads tomorrow night if I'm feeling well. I'll keep you guys posted. Someone did ask in the chat, I think it was Leo1111, asking, are you doing mini reads tonight? Unfortunately, I cannot do it tonight. Still need to get some rest, but I do hope that you'll join me whenever I make the announcement for us to do mini reads. However, if any of you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, feel free to do so, because despite me not doing mini reads, I always have my personal readings available. You can visit my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, for more information. October 25th is going to be an exciting day because on that date, I'll be doing a webinar slash Q&A session for anybody that's interested in learning more about tarot. I also do offer a tarot reading course at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, but this Q&A session is very unique and very interactive, and I highly suggest that anybody interested in learning more about the cards come and join me. There is a community post that I made about this, so feel free to check it out and click it for more information. If you are a Soul Tribe member, or if you are a student currently enrolled in my course, you will get access to this exclusive Q&A session for absolutely free. So don't hesitate. We've had a few people already sign up, but just thought I would throw that out there for anybody that missed that special announcement. With all that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. All the important links of everything that I've just mentioned to you can be found down in the description box below. But first, like always, I got to give a shout out to my people out there. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? It's Sunday night, y'all. We got T Rose in the building. Hey, T Rose. She's going to be helping you guys navigate through the live, as well as our other amazing mod, Miss Michelle. Thank you, Miss Michelle, so much for your support. And Miss Michelle just wanted to remind everyone, no live questions tonight. So again, no live mini read questions tonight, but you can always book a personal. We also have Miss Cassandra here. Hey, Miss Cassandra. Thank you so much for your recent purchase. Hey, Monica. How you doing? Hot Pink Bunny. Hey. Mama Lisa's in the building. Reminding everyone, as you guys watch this live, one of the most important steps that you can do, which about 19 of you guys have already done it, is like the video. We are a growing channel, and I've had so many amazing, beautiful souls find us here. but you guys are not liking the content. So keep that in mind. It is a free reading, but just to tip the reader, if you can't financially, it's always a good idea to go ahead and like the video and also subscribe. It really helps send the messages out to the other beautiful souls who really need this reading tonight. So thank you for those that have already liked the video and all of you guys that are liking the video in the near future. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the support. We've seen an influx in viewership and an influx in new viewers and supporters. So I thank you all so much for that. I really do. Thank you all so much for liking the video, subscribing, and showing up on the lives. Bree Prince is here. The other Miss Michelle, God's Unique, is here. All right, guys. Indy, hey, and Frankie, hola. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to first start off with Aries. Do we have any Aries in the room? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs? You're up. We have T Rose, who's in Aries. We have Indy, who is in Aries, Venus. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and begin. I've already blessed the deck. These cards are a little hard to work with because they're very stiff. But I really enjoy this deck. Such beautiful artistry. For those that are curious, this is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Very popular deck here. Let's see. All right, let's begin, guys. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's currently connected to Aries in love and romance at this time. What is the current situation surrounding Aries and that person? We have the Hermit. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We also have the Empress. And underneath the deck, we have the Six of Swords, as well as the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone that wants to surrender. Surrender from running from this connection. They think it's the right thing to do, the fair thing to do, because they're feeling alone. They've had time to really think about this connection and your worth and your value. And what they've come to the conclusion is that you are their Empress. While in hermit mode, this person has been thinking, you know, I would definitely love to pick up where we left off. Only if Aries would be willing to let me have a fresh start. But it looks like you're not communicating with this person. You're showing up as the high priestess, very silent, very, to yourself, not revealing a lot to this person. What you may not know is this person puts a lot of value on who you are and what you mean to them, Aries, even if you guys are currently in no contact, because that's what it feels like. You guys are currently in no contact. They're very stressed because you seem to be calm, cool, collective, minding your own business, working on your goals, standing in your power. As the young folks would say, not pressed. You're doing your own thing, shining, glowing. You triggered this person's abandonment wound to the core. What you may not know and they're not telling you is they feel triggered, that you're doing well without them, that you're leaving them where they are. I think you tried your best to work on this relationship with this person, Aries, but your patience has definitely wore out. I'm getting you had a limit. Your limit towards giving this relationship a shot is over. Yeah. And you're more focused on going towards your peace. I think this is someone that has really stressed you out, Aries. So during this time period away from this person, your person is partially correct. You've stepped back and started working on your career, your money, your stability. I love the fact that your energy is not shifting to a very depressive state. I think you're sad, but you're very fed up. And so it kind of was the motivation you need to begin to start to manifest things in your life that you want. And I think you want better. Yeah, you want better opportunities. So right now, I think not only are you working on yourself and retracting your energy from this person, what you're actually doing is you are working on cultivating a new opportunity with someone else. Yeah, very guarded. I think the emotional state for you is just fed up, very guarded, very tired, very defensive, but also motivated to move forward to something new. After this breakup, this devastating breakup, that's really made you sad. I think when it first happened, you were very depressed, very sad, very frustrated, very angry. I mean, it was a ball of emotions, right? Because you invested so much into this. And so now it's like, I've got to look out for me. I got to do what's best for me. I don't want to have to let this person go, but I've got to move on and create more opportunities for myself. And I can understand that. This person could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or I'm getting air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, possible Sagittarius as well. So Spirit, tell me a little bit about what is this person not telling Aries? Something that this person isn't telling Aries, that they want to talk to you. Deep down, this person has got to talk to you because they really want to come home. They want to come home. Yeah. They feel like their world is turned upside down. Things are not going their way. You know, they can't reach you. They can't get to you. They just want to talk to you. You're like home to this person. If you're not married to this person sees you as someone that they can build a life with potentially. But they're very frustrated that you're not giving them access to you. That's what they're not. They're very frustrated and upset and really want your forgiveness. They say, you know, Aries, let up. Stop being so defensive. Stop blocking me. Why all of a sudden does this person want to come and talk to Aries? Because I feel like there's been a period here because your energy has evolved. You know, I really feel like this is someone that is looking out for themselves. They haven't been feeling too well. They haven't been doing very well, Aries. So this is their way of coming in to feel better. It feels very selfish. Like typically people that are missing someone, right? A healthy person would say, well, let me check on Aries. Let me see how Aries is doing. Not this person. I think this person is just worried about how their world has been turned upside down and they really need you to let them back. Stop rejecting them, Aries. That's what they would say. Stop rejecting me. How does Aries feel about all this? You're moving on. It's time for you to just move on. And I think you've closed the door, locked the door, threw away the key. I don't know. I guess you're just done. Yeah, you're done. I think you have had a lot of time to think about this. You do go back and forth about this, but then you come to the conclusion that it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Let me know, Aries, if this is your story. I would definitely love to hear from you. Indy says, yes, this reading was spot on. Yep. Denise Stark says, we've been on that merry-go-round for years, but we are done. He is a Libra Virgo cusper, and I'm a Sag rising. Big says he better start acting like it then. If he wants to come back, he better start acting like it. I heard that. Boy, oh boy. Well, I'm so glad that Aries, you guys have found some peace in this situation because no one deserves to be someone's option. I did notice that this person does come across as very hot and cold, in and out. And so you've got to be mindful of this, that if you do let this person back, there is a possibility and great potential they will leave again. All right. Taurus is next. Do we have any Tauruses here? Welcome, Miss Mitzi. Thank you so much for coming tonight to help mod. Much love. So I was drinking my refresher to help me get going to do this reading. And as I was setting up my phone on this ring light, I ended up accidentally bumping my refresher on the floor. Thank goodness I had a little bit before I actually spilled it over. But can you imagine when you guys make a nice, cool, refreshing drink that'll get you going and it is not cheap and you just spill it all on the floor and you're just like, oh, great. So I spilled it all on my pants, all on my shoes. And I just said, you know what? Screw it. So I just went ahead and grabbed a bottle of water that I was drinking earlier and we just gonna roll it. I feel good, so that's good. I'm not laggy. But just thought I would share that with you. For those that were curious of the delay, there was a slight delay tonight because it's been crazy. All right, guys, we're up to do Taurus. After Taurus, somebody asks, are we doing Cancer? No, we're going to go in order all the way from Aries to Pisces. Thank you all so much for coming. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're enjoying tonight's reading. Much love. Welcome, Cody girl. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoy the reading tonight. If you do, as well as any other newbies here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Welcome. All right, let's do this. This is for all of those Tauruses out there. Let's do this. Taurus, Taurus. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Taurus's current love situation with the person that they're connected to in love and romance at this time? So anytime, Taurus, we get a reading and cards pop out quickly, you know what that means? It's an urgent message. We got the Four of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Two of Pentacles in the reverse, and underneath the deck we have the Page of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Two of Cups. This is someone who needs you. They need you. They need this relationship. It's something that they just can't let go. I feel like this person has tried. They really have. But it's overwhelming, the thought that no matter how much they've tried to let you go, they just can't. Now notice, this is a love reading. And with love, we want to see more emotions. You know, this person, I'm not getting a lot of feels. I'm getting more so they see your worth and value of what you can provide them. This person's very codependent. This person needs your help or needs you for something. What is that I'm getting? This person needs Taurus for something. They need you because you bring a sense of balance and stability into their life emotionally. When you're around, you make them feel at peace. You bring a sense of comfort to this person's life. You do. And so when you're not in their energy, when you're not feeding this person all this beautiful, loving support, they feel empty on the inside. They feel alone. Now you have a problem with this, Taurus. Your energy is saying, look, I can't keep giving to you all that I have. I can't give you love in a relationship and you just leave me high and dry. So you feel like this relationship is not fair. You expect more out of your person than what they're providing you. It feels very one-sided. A lot of false promises, a lot of false hopes. It makes you feel very confused. So I can see a lot of you Tauruses choosing to maybe consider going a different path. Yeah. Putting yourself first. Realizing that there's just not enough that this person's giving me to make this whole thing worthwhile. I deserve more. I deserve a person that's going to provide an experience in a romantic situation where I'm not always the one giving, giving, giving. When am I going to get something out of this? Yeah, it feels like you're dealing with someone that is totally content with showing up for the relationship as long as they can, get what they can get. I think there's a lot of history here between you and this person, and you've become quite familiar to them. and they reminisce about the good times, but also the times when things went wrong. You wanted a partnership that's full of love, a team effort. And I hate to say this, Taurus, but you may have been dealing with someone that was just kind of using you. And they were running from love. Why? Why was this person running from love? Because they were being very calculated and manipulative about everything that they said and did. Can you give me specifically what this person's goal was with this relationship with Taurus? Taking advantage of you. It never was about you. It was always about them and what they can get. Anything else this person is not telling Taurus? That they want to reclaim their rightful place and get what they can get once again. I don't know if you're aware of this, but this person right now in this moment is thinking about making some changes for the better, but it's so hard. It's hard to navigate through these changes because they've become so accustomed and comfortable with moving in this vibration and this energy. It's now become who this person is. Very spoiled, very entitled to a particular treatment that you've given them. But now that you've pulled your energy back, they realize they've got to really work on making some adjustments, but it's going to be very difficult. How does Taurus feel about this person? You know, you feel a bit torn and conflicted emotionally. You definitely do love this person. Like I say, this is for a Taurus who has had history with this person. But I think what you've realized is that you got to possibly take your emotions out of it and think about how this person is taking advantage of you. And I think for some of you guys, that's what you're realizing here. It's like your intuition is beginning to speak to you over your heart, over your mind. You've had time to really think and process what that would look like if you were to go back to this person, but you may not have all the answers. So I'm here to tell you, if this person has shown any type of signs or behavior patterns that really resonate with this story, I warn you, Taurus, be careful with this person. Please be careful. They are not quite ready to provide you the type of relationship experience that is fair and just and balanced, and you definitely deserve that. Okay, be careful, Taurus. That's what I have for you. This person could be an earth sign just such as yourself, a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. They can also be a Pisces, Gemini, Cancer, and Scorpio. Let me know if it resonates. It could be any sign, of course, but that's the major energies coming through in this reading. Next, we're going to move on to Gemini. Thank you all so much for being here. Someone in the chat says, wow. I'm assuming the wow means it resonated. Robert says, thank you so much. You're very welcome, Robert. Thank you all. Thank you, Tauruses. Will says, resonated much. Dealing with a Scorpio. Thank you, Miss Mika. You're very welcome. Thank you so much, Will. Very, very welcome. All right, all the Geminis, where you at? I see we got Fragrance Therapy here, who is a Gemini rising. Hello, hello. How you doing, Ellie? Good to see you. Jimmy Goddess, much love, much love. We have Amy, who's a Gemini. She's ready to go. All right. Just as T Rose said in the chat, just as a friendly reminder, we always got to put it out there for you guys watching, especially my newbies watching tarot. These are general readings. That means it may or may not resonate with your story. So you got to watch tarot very responsibly. And do know that if you would like for me to give you a true, honest look at your unique situation, please go ahead and book a personal reading with me. You can book a personal reading by visiting my website, mikadivinespiritualguidance.com. All the important links to book a personal is down in the description box below. And I also dropped it into the chat. But no mini reads tonight. So that is the way you can get a personal. All right, Gemini, let's see. Fellow air signs, y'all ready? Vibrant one's ready. She's a Gemini. Jenny says, just discovered you. We are both Aquarius suns and Scorpio rising. That's right, Jenny. Look, we a mess, aren't we? We are not of this earth. It's kind of cool because I think what makes an Aquarius sun and Scorpio rising unique is we are very mysterious and we're really into some weird stuff. It's a really cool combination. But at the same time, we don't take no mess and we're going to figure out people. We're very highly tapped in and spiritual. That's what people don't know. We're very highly tapped in and spiritual. So that is super cool. Welcome, Jenny. It was fate. My spiritual sister, my natal chart sister. Mitzi too. Yeah. See, you're Jenny Goddess, 7C, so you're spiritual too. There we go. See, I told you. Well, we're going to find out the truth. So y'all that be trying to hide and duck and dodge from the truth, Jenny and I, we're going to figure it out. FBI, CIA, all the way through. And the funny thing about my exes, I always figure them out. I always figure them out. And they be like, how'd she know that? How'd she know that? Don't play with me. I'm very tapped in. All right, enough of that. Let's get to the Gemini read. Cool, I love to hear stuff like that. That's fun. All right, Gemini. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini. Gemini's sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Gemini and the person that Gemini is currently connected to in love and romance? We have the Strength in the reverse. Nine of Wands in the reverse. The Queen of Swords. And underneath the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles as well as the Magician. Both you and your person are not doing too well right now, but more so your person. I think this is someone that's trying to put on the facade or the image that they're doing well or that they're okay, but this is someone deep down not doing too well. All right, they're feeling alone, right? Feeling abandoned, feeling weak, feeling in lack. And they try to shake this feeling by giving off the impression that they are going to be okay. What's triggering this person is the memories from their past. The shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I should have committed to my Leo. I should have been better. We could have had something special. So it's a triggering feeling, like I'm feeling triggered that Leo may not necessarily want me. This is someone who has a lot of ego, pride, confidence, you know, someone that's a little bit cocky, I'm feeling. Really feeling themselves. Yeah. And now with the justice here, I think this is someone that wants to kind of make things right. Let's look at that real quick. What do they mean by they want to make things right with Gemini? What does that mean? Four of Wands. Four of Wands, King of Wands in reverse. So it would be ideal to this person to get back together with you, but fear is getting in the way. Frustration is getting in the way. And I think they're frustrated with you because it's kind of like the blame game. I think they're blaming you for leaving or blaming you for abandoning them or not necessarily giving them a chance to prove themselves. So they're a bit frustrated and heartbroken and triggered and hurt. But to their friends and family, they're trying to play it cool, right? So it's not really clear if this person wants to do much about this. Let's see, what are they trying to do here? Okay, they're trying to get over this the best way they can by, you know, moving on. But then there's this other side of them that when they've tried to move on, they're just not satisfied. Yeah. It just kind of is like another disappointment. Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? So you could have been dealing with someone that tried to move on, try to pretend like everything's cool. Let me go out here. Let me date other people. Let me see what is out here. Only for them to get a big slap in the face of reality. Like, wow, I should have done better. I should have did this. So you're like a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas, but they have so much pride and ego. They're not going to say that. They're not going to admit that, right? So whatever led to a tower moment, that's what they think about. So that tower moment could have been that breakup. That tower moment could have been, you know, you walking away or you cutting them off. It was something very significant that happened here. And they're like, you know what, forget it. Fine. I'm going to just go out here and do my thing. And it didn't turn out to be what they thought it would be. Now, your energy, Leo, is coming across as someone that's just giving up. Okay. You've been through hell and back in this relationship. And you too are feeling very abandoned by this person. It feels like both parties are hoping one or the other would reach out. Yeah, you feel abandoned and you're like, when is this person going to reach out? When is this person going to reach out? So yeah, Gemini, you're in deep contemplation, thinking a lot about this person, thinking a lot about this situation. Is it worth going back? Is it worth reaching out? You know, you want a relationship with this person. You do. You want the happily ever after, but you're just like, it's a risk. It's very risky after what I've been through with this person. Like, I have to force myself to not even think about going back to this person. It's almost like you're psyching yourself out. So this person wants to tell you that they've let go of these other options. They've moved away from them and they don't want to be alone anymore. That's what this person wants to tell you. All right. What else are they wanting to tell Gemini they haven't told Gemini? That they're trying to change their toxic ways. They're really working on their toxic ways. Like they're really making the strides to do so. You know, they're having a hard time of feeling like they're not in control of you or the situation anymore. This person likes to be in control of how, you know, things go here. So now that they feel like they're losing control and they're not really having as much access to you, it's very difficult. So how does Gemini feel about this? Knight of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You feel like the responsible thing to do and the smart thing to do is to just let this go. It's the best option that's for you because you expect this person to show up for you consistently. You expect this person to be there for you. You expect this person to reach out to you. And since they're not making an effort to do these types of things, you're beginning to lose interest. You're beginning to lose hope. And it's really causing a lot of resentment, I would say, underneath the surface. Now, I don't know what other sign. Someone said I didn't say Gemini at some point. So if I said another sign, that could have been someone that you're connecting to, because I definitely have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and other air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and also I have Virgo and Capricorn. It can be anybody, of course, but that's the main energies coming through. I agree with you, Gemini. I think after a while of fighting for somebody and fighting for a relationship, there has to be a line drawn into the sand to really speak to your standards, your boundaries, and your sense of self-respect. And if someone isn't respecting you, you've got to put your foot down and say, this is what I expect. This is the expectation. And if you can't meet that expectation, I got to find someone who can. So I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. All right. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Sorry if I said Leo. A lot of you guys were connecting to a Leo. That's why I probably actually said that, but that's what we got. Lupe says, hi, Mika, you're an incredible reader. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Sunshine says, absolutely. I may have accidentally said Leo somewhere in there because, yep, she's dealing with the Leo. It's a Leo and a Gemini connection. Perfect. It happens. It definitely happens. Everything is very intentional for somebody out there. But that was for Gemini. Next, we're going to Cancer. Cancerians. Nellie says, your readings are always spot on for me, especially about her Aries. Awesome. Thank you, Nellie, for sharing that. So glad it resonates with your story. And y'all be sure to like the video. Show your girl some love. Delaney, hey, good to see you. All right. Do we have any Cancers here? Cancerians. Any Cancers? No Cancers here? I know Cassandra was here earlier. I see we got Delaney here. Delaney's Cancer moon. Hey. All right, Cancer, let's get right into it and see what we got for tonight. Lisa's here. Cassandra is here. Woohoo. All right, let's do it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancer. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that Cancer is currently connected to in love and romance. What is the situation surrounding Cancer and that person right now in this moment? We have the King of Wands in the reverse. The Three of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles in the reverse. And underneath the deck, we have the Page of Swords in the reverse, as well as the Seven of Swords. Very sneaky, sneaky. Very sneaky, sneaky person here. Oh boy. I'm getting a smooth talker. Someone who has all the right words to say. All the right things to keep you in their life. At least that's what they're thinking. As a King of Wands, these are people who typically show up as players. And we know players are very smooth, baby, very smooth. But also King of Wands in reverse can represent someone who is very in and out, very impulsive, may throw a tantrum or get upset when they don't have their way. And they've been thinking a lot about coming forward. That's what they've been doing. This is someone who's been thinking about coming forward, but they just don't know the right approach right now with the Two of Swords. And they don't even know if it's worth letting go. So it's like kind of like, we'll see. I'm thinking. Tell me a little bit more about this King of Wands in reverse, Spirit. Yeah, their confidence is starting to diminish. They're not feeling so confident coming towards you right now. They're actually feeling very stuck. Everything is saying they don't have the balls or the confidence to come towards you. I think it has a lot to do with what you want. Your energy is coming across as someone who really needs this person to give more effort. Yeah. I think for a very long time, that's been the issue with the Three of Pentacles to the Devil card. That's all you think about. Is this person just needs to show up for me. This person just needs to work with me. This person just needs to do right by me. Like, what is wrong with this person? Tell me more about this Devil card. Yeah. It's like this person's letting you down minute by minute because they're not being cooperative. It's very disappointing for you, this experience of the lack of cooperation and effort. And as long as I'm getting, you've been in this relationship for a very long time, trying to get this person to work with you, to be a supportive partner. Like that has been the mission the entire time. And you're beginning to lose hope. You've been holding on to the hope that this person could step it up. Mutable guide says yes. Selene says yes. Yep. Mutable guide says for 3 years. 3 years. So yeah, it's like for you, Cancer, the experience now is, well, what about if I go and turn my eye another way towards someone who wants to come together with me and build a life, build a solid foundation? This relationship, you and this person, Cancer, were built on a very rocky foundation. And it didn't grow, it didn't evolve because of lack of effort and consistency. And your patience has worn out. That's what this is. It's like you're tired of waiting. You're tired of waiting for the results. So with the King of Pentacles in the reverse to the Strength in the reverse to the Moon, it's like this person who doesn't want to let you go, but they don't have the strength to face their fear. Their biggest fear is having to relinquish control and power. By working with you instead of against you. For some of them, they also got to let go of their lifestyle, because that was probably a big issue. Some of them could have been entertaining other people. Some of them could have just really not taking this relationship seriously. So it's like you're asking them to kind of change who they are. With the Wheel of Fortune underneath the deck with the Sun in reverse, it's like a very contradictory. What am I trying to say, y'all? It's contradictive. Is that the word? It's contradictive. I can't get the word. Y'all help me out. But it's like this person saying I'm hopeful, but at the same time I'm not hopeful. I don't know. This person's very confused. Contradictory. Yeah, there you go. It's a contradictory energy. Thank you, Kat. It's a contradictory energy. And I think that's why I couldn't figure it out, because like this person can't even figure out the words or the things, like they can't, yeah, how to make this 10 of Cups possible with you without letting go of their lifestyle. I think this is someone who has, in their mind, they have good intentions, but then their behavior messes it up. You know what I'm saying? Like they dream of the perfect relationship, but then their behavior messes it up. Yep, Mutable Guy says secretly had a third party. She will meet her own demise, living her lifestyle. Correct. This person will live. Yeah, they try to get away with all this. That's the problem. Seven of Swords is a very sneaky, deceptive card. It's like keeping secrets, sneaking, deceive. So that's what I'm saying. On the surface, it's telling you all these wonderful things, but then behind your back, it's like maybe I can still get away with some other stuff. So it's like I want the best of both worlds, and that was the issue. I want to still live my lifestyle, but I really can see, you know, this thing with Cancer. Is that what I'm getting, Spirit? Yeah, the Hangman in the reverse. Say this person is stuck. They can't see another way. And that's so unfortunate. They can't see another way. Yeah, it kind of frustrates them. They don't want to be told what to do. They don't want to be reminded of their behaviors. Like they don't want to be held accountable. I'm trying to really describe this person. They're very tricky. It's the best way to describe it is they like to have their cake and eat it too, or something like that. Yeah. Very, very stubborn. And it's like, instead of taking accountability and trying to grow up and be mature and do the right thing, they're like, they feel stuck. They're like, I don't know if I can do that. Like, okay. This person could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Also have Pisces, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius. That's the main energy. Could be anybody. That's the main ones coming through. All right. Delaney says, well, it'll catch up with them. It's karma. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mutable Guy says it was his reading. He was dealing with an Aquarius. All right, cool. All right, guys, we got Mighty Mighty Leo next. If you're just now joining the live, don't forget that we're going from Aries all the way to Pisces. Keep track of which sign we're on by our amazing mods, as well as the posts that I share with you all. Thank you all so much for being here, and feel free to hang out with us and check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Miss Nolan, hey. I know, I'm so glad you made it to a reading too, Miss Nolan. Much love. Much love. All right, we just wrapped up Cancer, Miss Nolan. Now we're going to Leo. Mighty, mighty Leos, where are you at? Little Bit says, thank you for the reading, my friend. You're very welcome. I'm so glad you're enjoying the reading. Yeah, don't forget, y'all, to hit the like button if you're enjoying any portion of tonight's reading. It would be greatly appreciated. It's the way that we grow here on this channel. I see we have 103 of y'all that have already hit like, sending a lot of love and light and positive energy back to you tenfold. Thank you so much for the love. And thank you to those that will be hitting like, sending you all that love right back to you. Hit like, hit like, hit like. Alexis, hey boo, how you doing? We have Deborah here, hey, who is a Leo moon. Nice. All right, mighty, mighty Leos. Let's see what we got. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo. Leo, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Leo and the person that Leo is currently connected to in love and romance? We have the Fool in the reverse. The Ace of Swords. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Let's clarify that Fool in the reverse real quick. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Page of Pentacles. All right. All right, Leo, I think we got to figure it out what we got going on here. You're dealing with someone who's scared to commit. And people like this will definitely string you along and waste your time. Yep. They definitely will. And I don't think this is someone who honestly and truly intends to try to hurt you. I just think they have some underlying issues that they need to work on. So instead of telling you flat out, Leo, you're not the one for me. I don't like this about you. I don't like that about you. You know, this would never work. Instead of that person actually like blatantly telling you this, this is someone that would do the opposite. They may ghost, or they may pull their energy back, or they may start acting weird, or they may cheat behind you behind your back. That is the tactic or the way this person moves, because they don't want to hurt your feelings and just say, you're just not the one for me. You're not the one that I really want to settle down with, you know? So it's a lot of hesitancy on this person's behalf to build anything significant here. And they try their best to just secretly sneak away or find a replacement or go somewhere else. If this was your story, this is someone that just has a very hard time letting go of their freedom. They really like to be single, and they really like to move at the beat of their own drum. They don't like accountability or responsibility of the relationship thing. So you're dealing with someone who's super avoidant. They just run and hide, okay? That's what you're dealing with. Now you, with the Ace of Swords here to the Queen of Pentacles, I think you're focusing on sending a clearer message to this person of your worth and your value. I think you're saying, listen, I'm someone that's trying to build, you know, and if you're not willing to build with me, then I'm going to take all that I have to offer and give it back to myself. Whoever the Leo I'm talking to, you were very nurturing in this relationship. You gave this person a lot of stability as the Queen of Pentacles. You were also very responsible. I think you were the one that kind of led the relationship, or was the responsible one. And this person loves that about you, because they knew no matter what, you were going to handle business. It was in some type of epiphany for you about your standards and your values. I think you had a chance to really think about that. And that was the game changer for you. When you started realizing that, listen, I'm a Leo. I deserve better than this. I'm a good man. I'm a good woman. Like, what I want is something better than this. So I think for you, with the Hierophant to the Ace of Wands in reverse, you began to realize that the way this person shows up is everything that's going against what you actually want. So you're not going to work on it anymore. You're going to stall, you're going to pull back and not deal with this. I don't blame you. So what is this person not telling Leo that Leo needs to know? We have the Six of Wands in the reverse. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So this is someone that moves out of a lot of pride and ego. They don't really want to talk about what they've done. They don't want to take accountability. They just kind of want to do what they want to do, say what they want to say, right? This person may also, I'm getting, have someone else. Tell me a little bit about these two. I'm getting a Queen of Swords, and then I'm getting a Queen of Cups. So what you may not know, Leo, is that this is somebody who wants to talk to you about your breakup, this Tower moment you guys had. And then they have this Queen of Cups that they're not feeling hopeful that it's going to work out with. All right. They can be in a relationship with this Queen of Cups. Some of y'all, they may be married to this Queen of Cups, or they may be in some type of serious connection, and it may not be working out between those two. That's for a small portion of you. And then because of that, you may actually be the third party that they want to come in and finesse to get your attention, or they can go between both of you guys, but they don't want anything serious because the person they want to be serious with is this Queen of Cups. Okay. So that's why there's been a delay with this person coming forward, because I think the person they want to be with is this other person. And remember in the beginning of the reading, Leo, I said there's something significant about this person not wanting to hurt your feelings. So that's why this person may have not been upfront and honest about how they feel, because they don't want to totally lose you. They don't. They want to keep you in their grasp because they want to keep you as an option. Yep. So with the 10 of Swords in the reverse, I really feel like this is somebody that is wanting to fix and repair this, but they feel like it's risky because, again, they know what your expectation is versus what their reality is. And that's kind of what you're dealing with. Now, keep in mind the roles could be reversed. This could be a Leo doing this to you if you're a cross watcher, or it could be other way around. You could be this Queen of Cups, the person that they've been married to or and committed to, and then they can have somebody on the side, or you can be the person on the side. Just put yourself where it fits in the situation. Anything else this person's keeping hidden from Leo about this? Yeah, they can't decide who. So they like to have both. Two of Swords. They can't decide. Two of Swords. That's the bottom line. They can't decide. All right. Your person could be an Aquarius, a Libra, a Gemini. I got Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could be anybody. That's the main energies. All right, Leo, let me know if it resonates. Anel says, my ex is a Leo and she is dating, in fact, a Virgo. Yep. Very good, very good. Now, I want to just tell people here on this channel, I'm not like any other reader on YouTube. I like to dive deep and give you guys full and complete clarity. So I kindly ask all of you, including that person by the name of TA, please be respectful and mindful of the type of reading style we do here on this channel, and be respectful that certain people need these messages. So don't rush the process. If it's taking too long for you to hear your reading, just be patient. Thank you so much for your support and understanding. As you guys know, these are very deep, heavy readings, and I'm very accurate. And if you guys want to get a personal reading, hit your girl up, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. But please don't rush the process. It's very delicate and it's very intentional. So that way we can give the people the messages that they need to hear. Thank you so much, TA, and all of those others who are struggling having patience here. Thank you. All right. Miss Nolan says, wow, you're on point, Mika. You're truly gifted. Thanks. Thank you, Miss Nolan. All right, we're on Virgo now. Virgo. We have Miss Debbie here. Keep in mind, all these readings are general, so only take it as it resonates. And one thing someone said earlier, before I get into Virgo, that I really want to talk about is I really want to talk about how if you're connecting to someone new, do know that it's possible I may not pick up on that new person's energy. Okay. So if you're connecting to someone brand new, like say if you just met them within a month or so, you're an exception to the rule sometimes compared to the collective. Now, if the collective has all met someone new, I'll definitely pick up on that energy. But if not, then most of the time it's going to be an established relationship or someone that you've had history with. So what happens is energetically, when we're talking about love and romance, most readers will pick up on whoever you have a very strong bond or soul tie with, as a collective. So I hope that makes sense for those that are inquiring about new people. But sometimes you'll be surprised. Sometimes the energy we're picking up could resonate with a prediction of what you're going to experience with that new person. So you have to keep an open mind with tarot, as you just never know what comes through. All right, here we go, Virgo. Let's do it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Virgo and the person that Virgo is currently connected to in love and romance right now in this moment? We have the Hermit, Three of Swords in the reverse, Page of Cups. Underneath the deck, we have the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Ten of Cups. All right. This person really has spent some time to really come up with some type of slick apology. I'm going to use the word slick apology because for many of you guys, it's going to be a very small offer, very small, nothing super significant. And they're going to tell you everything they want to hear, everything you want to hear, because they're suffering. They're suffering, feeling like they're alone. And their biggest stressor of it all is that you may be off exploring other options. Okay. So all the games this person used to play before, they want to kind of bring a little bit more peace to the situation. They feel like there's a big elephant in the room. There's got to be something said. They got to take action. They got to do something. And so the best approach for them is moving very slow, very steady, very subtle. Now, I wouldn't really expect this person to change much. They're showing up a lot as pages. So this could be somebody super significantly younger than you or very significantly immature. And with that, understand that they're not going to give you a big boy, big girl offer, and they're not going to take a lot of accountability. This is someone that's going to come forward and kind of want to just flirt with you a little, say, I miss you, all of that. Okay, something very subtle, like I'm saying. I'm getting that. Because if they don't act quick, they're feeling like you're the one that could be getting away. And that's their biggest fear. You're the one that could be getting away. The problem is this. You are. Seven of Swords. You're trying to get away from this person by avoiding them at all costs. Moving on with your life, not talking to them. And I think of deep down, like there's been some illumination with the time that this person has not really made an effort to rise up and take accountability or do anything about this. So you're like, listen, time is up. time is up. It's time to skedaddle. It's time to move on. Yeah. Kyra says, wow, you are so accurate. So impressed right now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. This is your redemption. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes, Virgo, and you saying enough is enough. I can't allow myself to stay in a relationship or situation or what have you and feel like you're not getting someone to level up. It's just not what you're looking for. And you've tried to be patient with this person. I see this, but your biggest fear is that if you stay in this, they're not going to change. Rightfully so. I mean, they're still showing up as a page, and that may have been the thing that you have noticed about this person, the lack of maturity and willingness to rise up and give you what you need. So yeah, this is a very hard thing for this person to rise up and apologize, I'm noticing. Why the death card here? Okay. So a lot of you guys may not even ever get an apology. You may just get like somebody to flirt with you or say something like they would never really flat out and apologize because of their pride and ego. They just want a relationship. They just want you to make them feel valued. Make me feel good, Virgo. Make me feel valued and wanted and needed. That's the most important thing for this person right now. Yeah, that would be the right thing to do because the way you're acting is out of line and out of order. Out of line and out of order. What else? What is this person keeping hidden from, Virgo? What else do we need to know about this person? Spirit. We have the Sun and the Four of Cups. You know, they're really starting to realize that you're over this whole thing and they want to come back. That's the truth. It took you to rise up and ignore them and give them a hard time for them to kind of really start to begin to respect you. This is someone who likes the challenge. They like the challenge. I like, oh, okay. All right. All right. You want to go there? I'm going to show you what's up. Five of Wands. Five of Wands, the devil. Like this is somebody, y'all. Yeah. I would be careful with this person. This person has a temper and they have a tendency to exactly, Debbie. I was just about to say it. They have a temper and they definitely willing and ready to fight for this. They really willing, ready to fight for this. They may have some words. They may do some stuff that's really out of line and out of order. Y'all know your person. You know how they move. It's very toxic. This person could be abusive too. Please be careful with this person. With the Five of Wands, the devil, that's like somebody that's very abusive, okay? Yeah. And it may come out of nowhere because what they don't like is you standing in your power and having control. This is you defending yourself and defending your standards, and they don't like that. Now, when I say abusive, it can look like a lot of things, but it definitely can turn physical. It can be mental. It can be emotional abuse. It's just toxic as heck. Please, please, please. And they're not changing. They're not changing that. That's what they've been really secretly thinking. What to say, what to do to fight for this and get you in line and get you in order. Okay. Could be connecting to a earth sign such as yourself, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I also have a lot of air here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and water. I mean, I just got about everybody, but mostly just Pisces is the water sign I have here, and Scorpio. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Let me know if it resonates for any of those people, the Virgos that are dealing with this very difficult and toxic relationship. This person is not good. Not good at all. Yeah, Debbie, she's a Virgo. She says run. And she says resonates. Man, yeah. Anytime someone has a temper to that extreme, and you may have not seen them get to the worst of the worst, it's going to happen in a matter of time. In a matter of time, it's going to escalate and it may become really toxic. So please, 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 Virgo, please be careful with this person. Yeah. Joy says on point. Yep. Debbie says, yeah, I'm going to avoid any texts. Yeah, be careful. Y'all seen it. If this is your story, you've been with this person for some time, so you've seen signs of the temper, the abusive nature, all of those things that really signify like this person has the ability to really take it to another level. And if you haven't seen it yet, consider yourself lucky. Some of you guys may have seen it. And if you haven't seen the temper thing, you definitely have seen that this person is very manipulative and very toxic. And that's something you don't want to deal with. That's for those that resonate with it. Ms. Nolan says, whoa, tell it like it is, Mika. Truth is real. Thank you for giving us our power back. Yes, yes. JS says, problem is he's an ex. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting this is definitely someone you've moved away from or broken up with, and they're upset by your decision to move on from this. So that's what I was picking up. So that means it resonates with you. Thank you so much, JS, for sharing your story. All right, we got Libra next. Thank you guys so much for being here on this live, each and every one of you. You can be anywhere else and you're deciding to hang out with us on this beautiful Sunday evening. Do us a favor. Be sure to hit the like button. Show your girls some support if you haven't done so already. If you enjoy any portion of tonight's reading, it's an energy exchange. And of course, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I do offer those at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. I'm going to drop the link into the chat for anybody interested because right now I'm still running my sale on my readings. And so go ahead and take advantage of that exclusive offer right now, 20% off. Thank you guys so much for your support. Libra's next. Any Libras in the room? Libra, Libra. Any Libras here? We have God's Unique. Miss Michelle, hey. Good night, Debbie. We have Tess. Hey, Tess. Good to see you again. Era Brown. Hello, hello. Mary says her husband is a Libra. Okay. Okay, y'all. Let's roll. Let's do this Libra reading. Keep in mind, these are general readings, so it may or may not resonate with each of you. Especially when you watch tarot, if you feel like there's no issues in your relationship and it's tranquil and peaceful and no reservations, and you're watching general readings, I'm going to be honest, it probably will not resonate with you. That's why we say book personal, so we can look specifically at your situation. All right, here we go. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Libra and the person that Libra is currently connected to in love and romance at this time? We have the Nine of Cups. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have the Six of Swords in the reverse, as well as the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, so you have somebody in your energy who's feeling stuck. All right. They're feeling stuck because they really want to come back towards you. But what's holding them back is they're overthinking the situation. And when they're overthinking the situation, it's causing them a bit of stagnation because they don't know if going back to you is the best thing. However, you do make this person feel good. You know, they enjoy being around you and they're in your company. They would say you're definitely someone that is a huge turn on for them. You turn them on, you make them excited, you make them feel a lot of joy and peace and happiness. But then there's this part of them that just worry, like, I don't know. Should I? I don't know. So let's ask what's holding them back. What is holding this person back? Why are they unsure? I don't have an answer. It keeps saying that they're stuck. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse. They're stuck. I think this is the problem. Okay, I think I figured it out. Thank you, Spirit. This person is stuck, Libra, because this is somebody who wants you to show them attention, to show them that they're valuable and that they care, that you care. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to low key make a decision based on what you say, what you do. Yeah, that's their toxic trait. They like to be chased. So it's like a form of manipulation. A lot of pride and ego in that is that can be problematic because if you don't show up for them, then they're going to panic. But at the same time, they don't want to show up for you because they gotta feel like you are valuing them. This is someone who needs their ego stroked at all times. They need validation. They need someone to tell them that they're important, that they're, you know, their king or their queen. That would be the thing they need. And right now, I feel like you're kind of dropping this person off where they are. You're not holding on to them. You're not nurturing them anymore. You're not investing in this relationship anymore. For a lot of you guys, you may have been doing this for a long time. Investing and healing and working on a relationship that feels very one-sided. That's what you've been doing. And so now you're taking your power back by working on healing yourself. I think you're addicted to this person, though. That's your little secret. I think you have a very strong bond or soul tie attached to this person. And it's hard for you to break free because you're addicted to them. It's an intoxicating relationship, but also very toxic. So I think what you need from this person is for them to chase you. Or show up for you or tell you that they care or that they want to change and all of that. You need the opposite from them. You need them to do that. But this person's perceiving like you don't care about them because you're not chasing them. You see what I'm saying? So it seems like a stalemate situation. You're not chasing them. They're not chasing you. You're getting mad because they're not chasing you. And they're getting mad because you're not chasing them. So that's kind of where we are. Around and around we go. Yeah, so it feels like a game of cat and mouse. And I'm going to continue to ignore Libra until Libra bends and gives me what I need. If not, then I'm going to close this cycle with the World card here, the World and the King of Swords. I think this person realizes, like, if it's over, then it's going to be over. If it's over, it's going to be over. What else is this person keeping hidden from Libra? Yeah, their pride and ego is too strong to bend at this point. They don't know if it's worth fighting for. They do think about coming forward and saying something to you, but they're just not sure. With the Two of Swords and Five of Wands, because you're silent. A lot of you guys are showing up as the High Priestess. And so because you're silent and you're kind of following your gut and saying it's probably not a good idea for me to go towards this person feels triggered by that. And they're very unhappy and sad about it. But I say this, at the end of the day, Libra, if you're not getting a reciprocal relationship, nothing is wrong with pulling your energy back and saying, you know what, fine. Until you give me what I need, I can't be with you. And that's kind of what I'm getting. This person could be, I got Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Cancer, Virgo, Libra. That's it. That's the main energies. Could be anybody though. That's the main energies though. Let me know if it resonates, Libra. That's what I have for you. Sharma says the reading resonated 200%. She's a Libra rising. She said not 100%, 200%. I know that's right. That's so funny. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for letting me know it resonated with you. And big shout out to all of you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Somebody asked, have I already done other signs? I have. I've done Aries. I've done Taurus. I've already done Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, and now we're headed off to do Scorpio. So if you're just now joining, rewind the video, or you can come back and check the video later where I'll have timestamps of each of the 12 zodiac signs for you to watch the video. Hey, baby girl, how you doing? Miss Nolan says, okay, you got it, Mika. Woo! Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Number one, coming through with the big Scorpio energy. That's what's up. Missy's a Scorpio rising. Mika's a Scorpio rising. Let's see what we got for Scorpio. Sting, 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 sting. All right. You know what I thought was very fascinating, Scorpio, when I was learning about the different zodiac signs way back in the day? I thought it was very fascinating that Scorpio is a water sign. I don't know why I thought that was a fascinating thing. And I thought it was fascinating that Aquarius is an air sign. You just wouldn't think, you know. So with a, Scorpio with a scorpion, but when you think about it, Scorpios can be very emotional creatures, right? You guys can be emotional. So if you have Scorpio in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, then you could be emotional. Just not as emotional as Cancers, though. All right, here we go, Scorpio. I know, number one, I know. And see, that's where people got y'all messed up, Scorpio, is when people trigger you, they see this ugly side because you're emotional, you're sensitive. You're sensitive. Okay, let's do this. Hester says 100%. Chrissy says exactly. Yeah, and I know this for a fact because growing up, I've always knowing that I'm an Aquarius, I'm a tough exterior, right? I don't really show my emotions and all that. But once I started studying my natal chart and realizing that I have Scorpio in my rising sign, I'm like, that's why I tend to be so, emotional and empathic and, get all up in my feelings. But then that Aries moon in me, I get feisty. I be like, I go off. Like literally, when I get mad, my whole body just starts warming up and I just get ready to just, I just want to punch somebody in the face. But then I'll be like, ah. Ain't that a mess? And then I'll be like, stop crying, bitch, because I'm an Aquarius. It's like, what the hell's going on with me? It's like mad, but sad, but at the same time, hold it together. Don't be crying. Don't be a punk. Nutcase, y'all. That's what it is, nutcase. All right, here we go, Scorpio. Just thought I'll share that random fact. That's what I be going through, y'all. And then sometimes when I'm like tapping into energies, I'll tend to get emotional and I'll be like, suck it up, bitch. Suck it up. You know, that's that Aquarius side. But then it's like the Scorpio side. I'd be wanting to cry because I'll be feeling bad for the people. I'm like, oh my gosh. You know. Or if somebody disrespect y'all, I'll be mad. I'll be ready to fight them. Like, now I know this person, you know. Y'all done seen that side of me. Crazy. Crazy. Cray. All right, here we go. I'm just passionate about my ish, passionate about my friends, passionate about my family, and I'm ready to knuck if you buck. If you're ready to go, let's go. Ms. Nolan says, you're a sincere sweetheart, Mika. You're an angel. Thank you. We love you. I love you too, Ms. Nolan. But I really am. I'm really a sweet person. But you cross me, I'm like a dog growling. Warning, warning. Yep, Scorpio's loyal too. Nook if you buck, boy. Nook if you buck, boy. Yep. Okay, here we go, y'all. I'm being silly. Scorpio. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Scorpio and the person that Scorpio is connected to in love and romance? Ten of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Ten of Wands. Underneath the deck, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Cups in the reverse. All right. This is somebody that really feels like they shouldn't have let you go. This is somebody sitting in a pool of regret and pain. Like underneath the surface, this person feels like they self-sabotaged a beautiful opportunity with you. It's really weighing heavy on this person's spirit, on their mind. And they can't get over this. They can't get over the decision that was made. I'm getting this person replaying what happened the last time you guys spoke or had some type of breakup or disagreement. Like they're replaying the whole thing and they're like, wow, I messed up. Like, what was I thinking? For some of you guys, this person really struggled with choosing you, valuing you, prioritizing you. For some, they could have had a third party or they could have prioritized their family, their friends, their career, other things. There was definitely something that they were prioritizing ahead of this relationship. And now they're seeing that they probably may have made the wrong move. They shouldn't have done this to you because it ended up backfiring on them. Yep. The fact that you have moved on, you've gotten over them because you've decided that this person is not equally yoked with your values or your standards. It pains this person to come to the realization that you're probably gone. With the Eight of Wands in the reverse, you're not talking to this person. You're not taking any action towards this person, Scorpio. And I think you're trying your best to not think about this relationship anymore. I think many of you guys are trying to put yourself out there and consider dating other people. Like, you're very determined to do this. And I'm getting, for a lot of you guys, this is your redemption. This is your way of putting yourself in a new cycle with someone who does align more with your wants and your values. And you low-key think about, when you're dating these people, what you experienced here. And that is kind of giving you fuel, even more initiative underneath the surface to kind of like keep going and never look back. But at the same time, consider what were the mistakes made in the past. What were the red flags? What were the things that I didn't see before that I know now I need to pay attention to? So in other words, I'm getting a Scorpio. Yes, you're being romantic and passionate, but you're also being very strategic and very logical and not giving so much to these new suitors because you have some fears, some reservations about, what does this all mean for me if I were to give my heart and investment into the wrong person? Well, it would mean a disaster because I just went through that crap. So yeah. With the Ten of Wands, I really feel like, and the Magician, I feel like your person looks at this situation as very hard to deal with and even more regret. Like, they're just beating themselves up about walking away or pushing you away. I think this person has tried their best to move on from this, but the more that they deny how they feel emotionally, the more they feel abandoned or alone. Yeah, because this was a golden opportunity that could have grown to something significant. So Spirit, tell me a little bit about, what is this person not telling Scorpio? We have the World, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Swords. You know, this person is working on moving on from this, but they know it's not what they want. But you've given them no choice. So underneath the surface, they feel like this is not fair. So this is someone saying, this is not fair. This is not fair. I hate that that I did this. I hate that I'm losing Scorpio. I hate that I missed out on this opportunity. This is not fair. This is not fair. Yeah. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. All right. So what is this person going to do about it then? They're just going to ignore it and try to just pretend like it doesn't exist. Like, they're going to try to deny the thought. So this is like somebody, if they think of you, they're going to try to transmute the energy or focus into something else to try to get their mind off of you. But that's not what they feel. So it's like they're manipulating their own thoughts. Yeah, they're trying to just say, let it be, let it be, let it be. But they're really causing themselves a lot of pain. I don't know what to tell them. They're creating their own burdens here. That's sad. This person could be a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. They could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm also getting Capricorn. I'm also getting Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Virgo. Could be anybody. That's the main energies. Barbie said they moved on with a third party, but still try to call me. See, I told you. So this person tries to move on. You see what I'm saying? But you can't get off of their mind. So it doesn't matter, Scorpio, if this person is in a whole full-blown relationship now and you guys haven't talked for months, years, whatever. You are living rent-free in this person's mind. And they try to justify their actions of moving on with someone else as a way to get over you, but it's just not working. So don't let their actions fool you. You are the one they want to really be with, but you're not making it difficult. That's why they're reaching out to you guys, because they really want you. They don't want these other options. They're not happy here. They're struggling and they're like, I got to get back to Scorpio. But you're not making it easy, rightfully so. Let's be honest. If this person was two-timing you, if they were lying, deceiving, and they weren't valuing you while you were in the relationship, I'm all for it, Scorpio. It's time to dip. It's time to move on, baby. Nothing wrong with that. And sometimes time apart makes the heart grow fonder. But I'm sorry, it's totally disrespectful to me if a person is already dating someone else, talking to other people, and then they want to spin the block. Like, no, that is not going to happen. Now, for me, now some Scorpio out there may be like, oh, but I love him, I love her. But most Scorpios don't move like that. I don't feel like y'all move like that. Yep. See, Barbie says she's currently pregnant with that person's child, but she don't do second chances. Exactly. I don't think a Scorpio is that kind of person. For real, y'all not doing that. Chrissy says exactly. Yep. So yeah, be careful with this person, Scorpio. They're like a lost soul. I think they don't even have the brain width or the maturity to really recognize a person of true value until they miss out on it. And to me, that's unfortunate. But what can you do with people like that? Yeah. And Yi says, I gave them too many chances. Yeah. But they lost them all. Correct. Especially if you're giving this person multiple chances. It's over. So I hope this helps somebody out there, Scorpio, just to kind of get perspective to know that you are actually very valuable, but you deserve someone who values you when they have you. Sagittarius is next. Just as a reminder to everyone here, thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to like the video. I would really appreciate it. Barbie says, always spot on. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Leah says he is married to someone else and tries to be so innocent. I know. That's very sad. She said on point. It's very sad. But you know what? The truth will always come to light. And I say when people move like this in this very toxic, low vibrational energy, let it be. Because karma is going to wreak havoc on their soul. And you don't have to do anything. God got you. I always say God got you. Just sit back and enjoy the view. All right, let's do this, Sagittarius. We have Austin here. Hey, Austin. Welcome back. Bree Prince still in the building. Hey, boo. Loca Poochie. Hey, girl. All right, Sagittarius. Let's get right into it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Sagittarius and the person that Sagittarius is currently connected to in love and romance? All right. We have the World. Six of Wands in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the High Priestess in the reverse, as well as the Four of Wands in the reverse. This feels like somebody that's ending a relationship with someone else and wanting to extend a new opportunity with you. Yeah, they're keeping this secret. Because they're hoping that they can come into your life and things go in their favor. Tell me a little bit about this old cycle I'm picking up. What is that, Spirit? Tell me what's going on there. The Hangman and the Queen of Cups. Okay. Who is this Queen of Cups? Okay, all right. So they went to a Queen of Cups, no matter the gender, but they had a third party that they went to. And it seems as if they tried to make it work. This looks like an ex of theirs or somebody that they have history with. And it looks like it's not working out between them and this Queen of Cups. So it looks like they're trying to come back to you. You know, the Queen of Cups could be somebody that is very nurturing, very kind, very loving. Why is it not working out between this person and this Queen of Cups? Okay, Three of Swords in the reverse. And okay. So I feel like this Queen of Cups does not want to be with your person. They may see this person as someone who is not making this relationship progress or grow into anything significant. You know, this Queen of Cups is someone who is very loyal and very solid and wants commitment, but they just don't see it with your person. And it looks like they've decided to pull their energy back. So it looks like a classic case of someone that is coming to you. Yeah, they're coming to you. So how does Sagittarius person feel about this Queen of Cups? We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. Okay. There's a lot of people. So they're going to tell this person that they want to work it out, but the truth is they're just not sure if it's going to work out. So then they're going to talk to you. So they may still be like trying to communicate and get things right with this Queen of Cups. And then they're going to possibly reach out to you. That's what that Two of Swords is. Yeah. They're not going to be honest with you about this. The Ace of Swords underneath the deck in the reverse. And they're also very confused about who to pick. Yeah, it looks like you have not been getting any type of attention from this person for a while. Any kind of communication, any kind of attention, because they've been busy. That's what they're not telling you. So what is this person's intention with Sagittarius? Okay, we have the Fool in reverse. Yeah, they're going to hold back. They're going to hold back coming towards you because they need more information about this Queen of Cups, but some of you guys may get some type of communication from them just to do a temperature check to see where you at. Yeah, because deep down, I think they see you as more valuable than this Queen of Cups anyway. You're showing up as an Empress or an Emperor. It doesn't matter the gender. This person deep down looks at you as the one they want to actually be with for real. They can see building a life with, you know, even with the Eight of Pentacles, really work on things with. This Queen of Cups is nice and sweet and kind, but it looks like they're just ready to like consider you as the number one option. The problem is you seem to have given this person some type of hard time. So why haven't they made this official? Okay, King of Cups, Ten of Cups. Okay. It doesn't tell me why. Okay, Death in reverse. See, I think they had to go off and explore this other opportunity to see how much value you have. An Empress is someone that is very self-sufficient, very abundant, very nurturing, very well established. So whoever I'm talking to, whoever resonates with this Sagittarius, you're someone that's way above value than this person that they're dealing with. And whoever this person they're dealing with, it may have been an ex or someone that they've known before, and they just conveniently went back to them because things didn't work out with you for whatever reason. And so now it's like, we'll see, but I'm not going to let go of the Queen of Cups to come towards you, because what if we don't work out? What if we don't work out? You know, so they kind of had like to have a backup plan, even though this Queen of Cups doesn't want them. This person has a lot of heart. That's what I'm noticing about them. Yeah, they're going to work on this relationship with you. With the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. They want to work on this relationship with you. Yeah, here they come. They're going to come in very charming, very romantic, very smooth. And it's genuine. This person has feelings for you, for real. This person really is digging you. They really value you. They see you as the one they want to be with. That is true. You're way more valuable than this other option or these other options, whatever your story is. But you have way more value. Okay, so I want to look a little deeper on this Sagittarius, because I want to see like what would be the potential outcome if you guys were to get back together, because it seemed like this person's coming in with a genuine offer. So Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius and this person. If they were to get back together, what would be the potential outcome? All right, if you, obviously you guys will get back together. Six of Swords in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hermit. Okay, so this person would still need more time. They would still need more time to figure out what they want to do with this. So it feels like somebody that's just wasting your time. Y'all, I'm so tired of these folks. Yeah. And the reason why is because you guys have this history that makes this person very nervous that you're going to abandon them, reject them, kick them to the curb, bring up the past. Like, this person is traumatized. So they just need more time to know that you're going to actually give them a good experience. But yeah, they don't want to lose you though, but they just need more time. Okay, give me a little bit more about this person. Why do they need more time? Can you give me a little bit more about that? Okay, because King of Cups and the Ace of Wands. You know, the heart wants what the heart wants. You know, there's a lot of love they have for you. There's a lot of passion they have for you, but then there's also this Queen of Cups that comes in and they're still kind of like considering that person too. So if you guys were to get back together, not only do they need time to nurture and mend and build the relationship with you and the trust, they also still need time to figure out if they still want to be with this Queen of Cups, because the dang on Queen of Cups then showed up again. Why the Queen of Cups? Yeah, because they may want a relationship with that person. This feels like somebody that likes to have more than one option. That's what it feels like. Is that what this is? Yeah. It feels like this person is the type of person that doesn't necessarily want to have to choose. This definitely feels like somebody that likes to have options. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This may or may not be your story. It just depends on your situation. But this is for a Sagittarius that knows good and dang well that your person is non-committal. And it's very obvious. Like, they're not changing that. They're not wanting to let go of that part of themselves. Even if they see your worth and value, they like that. They have so much insecurity and so much fear within them that you're going to leave and abandon them, that they always like to have a backup plan, even if they see you as wifey or hubby material. That's crazy work, but that's where they are with it. So how will Sagittarius know if this is their reading? Because you're dealing with a coward. Somebody that's not really trying to commit. When you've tried to call this person out and tell them, hey, when are we going to get married? When are we going to settle down? When are we going to, you know, like that person, you know who they are. They just string you along and they never really fully invest. That person, because they're scared to fully invest. That's the person I'm talking about. But then deep down, they have a lot of love for you. So make it make sense. King of Cups, that's a lot of love. So underneath it, they have love, but they're denying their own love and happiness for you because of fear. Yeah, see, they know they love you. That's not the thing. They know they love you. That's the thing. But it's like, it's hard to risk it all. They don't want to put all their chips in. It's like the casino, like put it all out there. They feel like putting it all out there. That's too risky. That's too risky now. That's too risky in their mind. In their mind. Yep. Austin says, yep, she's a psychopath. Not a psychopath, Austin. John says, it doesn't make sense. That ain't love. Well, this is the thing. Love to them is to know that they can trust. And this is somebody that has some deep-seated insecurities and fears. This is something they got to work through therapy, through a mental health professional. It has nothing to do with you. They will deny their own love for someone else because they feel like it's too risky to put their love out there because of some type of screws that are kind of loose in their brain that makes them believe, oh, at any point, Sagittarius will leave me and it's going to crush me. So this is somebody that has a very fragile heart. And this could be trauma induced. This could be childhood induced. You know, this could be someone that has some type of mental issues. But the reason why they keep options is because they haven't worked on their inner issues. So they like to just kind of be able to put themselves in a predicament to be able to not get hurt. But they really are hurting themselves because they're denying their own happiness. And as much as it doesn't make sense to you, it makes perfect sense to a very broken and scarred person who doesn't have the capacity to love others unconditionally, where they just give them breadcrumbs or very little because they're scared that they're going to be rejected or neglect. It's like a neglect wound or something, you know? Tell me why the Strength in reverse. Yeah, it's a confidence issue. They don't feel confident to take it all the way. You know, Queen of Wands is like, it's a go-getter. You're going to go for what you want. But that clarifying the Strength in reverse, they go straight into, oh, heck no, I need to back it on up. I need to back it on up because this is getting too serious. I'm loving Sagittarius too much. And what if Sagittarius hurt me? So there has been some things in the past you've done, Sagittarius. You got to take ownership where you may have triggered this person in some type of way. And they are it's a fearful avoidant like. So I don't know what the diagnosis. I'm not in that area. That is not my calling. But it's somebody who, you know, somebody who avoids falling deep in love. And if you know anything about avoidant personality styles, that would be it. They run. Oh my gosh, I can't fall deep in love because if I fall deep in love, they may hurt me. They don't stay too long. It's an avoidant, correct. And they're not changing with the judgment. And that's why you can never get this person to go further beyond that. Like they would only go to a certain level and that's it. That's it. That's all they got for you. It wouldn't go beyond that. But they're very codependent on your love and your support. It's all good as long as they're getting what you provide them. But at the same time, I can't give you everything because it's too risky. And that's why they stick around, because, on the receiving end, they feel good. They're like, shoot, this is a beautiful relationship because I'm getting what I need. But just in case it don't work out, let me go over here. That kind of mess. Nobody got time for that. Mitzi says, damn. I hate that, guys. If this is your story. Chrissy says, you are amazing, counselor. That makes so much sense. You're welcome. But yeah, some people just operate out of that way. And that's why in the dating phase, guys, you got to be very mindful of who a person is and how they're showing up. And that's why dating, take your time. Take your time. Because if you fall deeply in love with somebody who's not emotionally vulnerable or emotionally intelligent or present or willing to risk their love to love you, then you're going to set yourself up to get hurt. So you got to move slow. You got to move slow. You got to take your time, okay? All right. I hope that helped somebody out there today. I think it did. Bree says she took herself off the merry-go-round. And although her feelings were hurt, still hurt, she's choosing herself. That's good. That's very good. All right. Capricorns are next. Do we have any Capricorns here? Cassandra says, my husband is on a different frequency and timeline. At this point, I'm convinced. It's possible. And that's what dating is. It's finding someone at your frequency, your vibration, your maturity level. You guys have to be equally yoked, as the word says. You guys have to really be a true match. If not, then it's just going to be issues. And it takes time to really learn about someone and what they're about and who they are. And even when you're with someone for some years, it still takes time to learn them. But at least you can start to drop your guard more and more as you become more aware that, we might be cooking with something here. Yeah. Capricorns are next. We got Delaney here, who is a Capricorn sun. Mama Lisa, who is a Capricorn sun. All right, Capricorns, let's do this. Big shout out to Mitzi, T-Rose, Lisa, Kita. Thank y'all so much. And Michelle earlier was helping out for modding this evening. Thank you guys so much for your support of the channel and helping everyone navigate through tonight's live. It's very much appreciated, man. It's so hard for me to read the cards, tap into the energies, give the messages, and then still monitor the chat. And you guys are doing an amazing job. So thank you guys so much for getting those troll messages deleted. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I think all the people that watch really appreciate you guys. And also some of the kind messages you guys send to the viewers. Man, that is what we're all about. We're all about sending love and light and positive energy and uplifting the collective, informing the collective so you guys can choose a better path. And even if you're way beyond this timeline and you've chosen a partner who really respects you and loves you and shows up for you and you're way ahead of this, thank you so much for watching and being a support to those who need it the most. So much love. Don't forget, I do offer personals, so check out my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. Someone asked, am I willing to do a question tonight? Unfortunately, no questions tonight. I'm still getting over a sinus thing. that I was under attack with the past couple days. So please, if you would like a reading, check out my website instead and book your personal there. Okay. Thank you so much for your understanding. We've got Capricorns next. Let's do it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Capricorn and the person that Capricorn is currently connected to in love and romance at this time? We have the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Cups in the reverse, the Ten of Swords in the reverse. And underneath the deck, we have the Everything is Fine card in the reverse. And the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. This is somebody that really is tired of having a facade, that everything is fine when it's not. They are someone who really wants to have some type of new opportunity with you, make things right, make peace with the situation in you, but they're scared. This person's very nervous about this offer they want to give you. Tell me a little bit why. Why is this person nervous? Because they don't know how you're going to take it. It can go well or it can go bad. This relationship offer they're giving you. Capricorn, when you were dealing with this person, I think your head was in the clouds. Right? Until you started to realize, wait, this isn't going to work. This person is not giving me what they're promising. This person is not giving me what I need. And although you didn't want to have this breakup or separation or disagreement with this person, you feel like this is not what you deserve. That breakup really stressed you out. You didn't really want to break up with this person, but you had to really lay down your standards and your boundaries. You demanded respect. You know, that's what this is all about for you, Capricorn, respect. And you didn't really feel like this person really respected you because they gave you a lot of false promises and hopes and dreams and didn't really deliver on what they were saying. So you kind of fell out of love, it looks like, you know. And you were also very triggered by this person too, because you came in with a good heart, good intention. And you were waiting for this person to give you what you needed on the back end. So it looks like you invested a lot in the beginning invested your time, your money, your love, your energy. It was like give, give, give. And they're like on the back end, okay, maybe this person can give me something on the back end, or they can come and bring me something. But then they didn't deliver. And that's what kind of was the realization, like, wait, this person is never really going to give me that. So this is where this person is. They know that they were a lost soul and they were just, in a sense, taking advantage of you. But they want to fix and repair this relationship, but they don't have much to offer. And that's the truth. You may have been dealing with the Page of Pentacles the entire time. Someone that just doesn't have a lot to offer you. You can be someone that is of higher value or standards or quality than this person. And you gave this person the benefit of the doubt. You were trying to be patient with them. But the truth is, this person couldn't give you what you needed. And around you go, where this cycle just never really grew or blossomed. This person does want to build a life with you, but they know like they can only do so much. So they did lie. They weren't being honest. And this time around, they're going to give you their best shot. They really are. But with the Devil to the King of Wands in the reverse, I think this person has a way about them where they're very in and out, very inconsistent. For some of them, I was about to say non-committal. And that is because I think they know they bit off more than they can chew. Spirit says that's the truth. The truth is this person is not able to give you what you need. They never were, but they were convinced that they could. And the only reason why they would stay is because it's a convenient setup, you know, and they see you're slipping away. So they want to try their best to give you what they can, but it's still a bad opportunity. So what else is this person hiding from Capricorn? The Death, and then the Two of Swords. They don't know if they want to just let this relationship die or not, or if they want to manifest it back into a new opportunity. It's very conflicting. It's very conflicting. And the reason why is because they know they got to step their game up. They got to be consistent. They got to invest more. They got to grow up. Let's call it what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. They got to grow up. They got to really bring their A game. And that's what's holding them back, because you're actually dealing with someone who doesn't have a lot to bring to the table. And that's what's the scary realization. That's what the confliction is. That's what the issues are. Yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like you have someone who bit off more than they can chew. You're a big fish and they little fish. You got it going on and this person's barely figuring life out. So you'll know if it's your story because of that. This person could be a water sign: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They could be a Leo. I'm also getting Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Gemini. Yeah, could be any sign. That's the main ones. Let me know if it resonates. Interesting read, Capricorn. Interesting read. A lot of illusions, a lot of false promises, hopes. A lot of things there going on with that situation there, if it's your story. Charles says, just real love, love, love. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Sending you back all that positive energy tenfold. Aquarius is next. Joyce said that Capricorn reading was spot on. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I'm so glad that all of you Capricorns who do resonate with the story recognize the red flags that this person was selling you a dream. And sometimes people will do that because they don't want to miss out on a good thing. You are definitely someone of value, and they did not want to miss out on their valuable person. Oh no. All right, we are on Aquarius. If you're just now joining us, we've already done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. So we only have 2 signs left. Feel free to rewind the tape, or you can come back and watch this reading later. But if you're watching, we've already done all signs, Aries to Capricorn. Now we're going to Aquarius and then Pisces. Thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you guys are enjoying the live. Please make sure that you guys like the video if you enjoy any portion of today's reading. Much love. Miss Nolan says Aquarius is coming. Too bad, Capricorn connection. A Capricorn, you were too much for that person. Yeah, they were. Capricorn got it going on. The person was beneath you. Let's be real, Capricorn. You were settling a little bit. Let's call a spade a spade. You were doing a little, you were kind of going for somebody too that was a little bit immature, younger than you, or very much not as established as you. All right, and they definitely could take advantage of you. So beware. Beware. All right. All right, let's do this, Aquarius. Aqua gang. Hello, Wanda. How you doing? Mitzi. Reminding everybody we're on Aquarius once again. Don't forget, Aquarius, to hit that like button for your fellow Aqua here. Y'all don't know, your girl's in an Aquarius, Sun, and Venus. Woohoo! Let the weirdness shine on. Aqua gang, alienation. Let's do it. How many babies I got, Eric? I only have 1 son and he's 16. You try to get all up in my business. Dang, Eric. Dang, Eric. Dang, homie. Nah, I just got 1 son. That's it. All right, let's do this. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Aquarius and the person that Aquarius is currently connected to in love and romance? We have Knight of Swords in the reverse. 2 of Cups. Ace of Cups. Underneath the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups in the reverse. This person needs you, Aquarius. They need you. And so I'm getting like a very conflicting energy of someone that needs you and wants you, but at the same time is trying to avoid you. All right. Yeah, what they're trying to do is avoid rejection from you. That's what I'm getting. Because deep down, this person really wants you badly. With the Knight of Cups underneath the deck to the 5 of Wands, that's their way of fighting for this relationship. Deep down, this person really wants to fight for this relationship, take you out on a date, show you romance, show you love. But at the same time, they're avoiding you. Let's see, why are they avoiding you? I think they're avoiding a disaster or something. Let's see. They might be scared of you or something. What's happening here? 8 of Wands in the reverse, 9 of Cups. Okay. You know, I think this person has realized that you don't really want to talk to them or deal with them. Your energy is coming across very cold right now, and this person is starting to panic. So it's like they don't want to look like a simp or some like a pimp. Now they don't want to look like desperate. They don't want to look like they're desperate or something for you. So they're just trying to avoid, like, play it cool. Yeah, you're tired of fighting for this relationship. I think deep down, like subconsciously, Aquarius, even if you've closed the door, you still love this person. But what you've realized is that you're tired of fighting. You're tired of forcing. You're tired of giving this person the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Yeah, I think you've made a final decision of this. And your decision goes back to your standards and what you believe that you deserve. You want 10 of Pentacles. You want, your standard is, I need someone who's going to be there for me consistently, to build, to stand by me, to really create a legacy or a sense of stability, right? You need all of that. All of that. Yeah, but I think there's still a sense of you feeling abandoned or choosing to pull your energy back even though you feel abandoned by this person. I don't know what that's about. So I'm getting like maybe some of you guys left this person and you're feeling alone or feeling neglected, but you're choosing that over the way this person is, you know, is treating you. Tell me a little bit more about this person, how they're treating Aquarius. Tower. They couldn't decide if they wanted to be with you or not. Very fickle. Very inconsistent when it came to this relationship. For some of you guys, they may have tried to decide if they wanted to be with you or someone else. Or some of you guys, they just were never really all the way in and invested. And it has a lot to do with this person's toxic trait. Of not wanting to deal with their issues, their insecurities, their fears, whatever's going on with them that's causing them to behave this way. They never wanted to deal with that. So they may have felt like for you, you were strung along. And I'm getting, you were telling this person, listen, you got to choose, make a choice. Do you want me or not? Do you, like, what are you trying to do? Like, maybe that was the stem issue of the argument. It's about choice and it's about consistency and building, something like that. So this person wants their ego stroked. Pretty much they're not getting attention from you. So they're giving you some type of offer to hopefully get your attention, because they're tired of giving the persona to you and everyone else that everything is fine when they're not. They're actually suffering in silence. Yeah, they're suffering in silence because, you know, you're rejecting their offers, their advances, or whatever they're trying to give you. So it makes this person feel less than. But the reason why you're rejecting them is because you need to see this person consistently show up as this King of Pentacles, which is somebody who is mature, responsible, invested. I feel like this person does this temporarily. Like they show up as somebody that wants to be a provider. They want to give to you. They want to give you this. They want to do this for you. And then when they do that for you, you're like, okay, great. We're going in the right direction. And then all of a sudden they switch and they start pulling back. And they start becoming very avoidant like. So that's the fickleness I'm talking about you experience, Aquarius, from this person. So yeah, they want to really take you on a date, this Knight of Cups. I want to see, why is this person so fickle with Aquarius? Sweet Pea says, amen. Yes, that's him. That's him, Mika. Yeah. All right. Tell me, why is this person so fickle with Aquarius? Queen of Swords and Eight of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Why the Eight of Cups in reverse? Okay. Because this is what they feel like. They feel like, Aquarius, you give them a hard time when you tell them, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. I need you to show up for me. I need you to do this for me. And so for this person, it feels like you are rejecting them. Well, that's not what you're doing. Like, you're being misunderstood, which is a very common thing with Aquarius. A lot of people misunderstand you. This person is looking at you crying for help and commitment and consistency as saying they're not good enough. They're failing you. They're, you're a loser. You're lame. You're not doing what I need you to do. I can't stand you. Like, that's how they're perceiving. In therapy, they say, these are my feelings. This is how I feel when you say, so when you say all those things, that's how they feel. They feel like you're giving them a hard time. They feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on them. They feel rejected, like you're just over them. Don't want to deal with them. Especially when you start going silent, or like now you're silent. So now they really feel like you don't want nothing to do with them, but they're missing the point. And I'm looking at your energy, and your energy to me, Aquarius, is basically saying you do want a relationship. It's right here. You do want to be with this person. It's not that they're a bad person. It's just you're tired of the games. You feel like this person is playing games with you and being inconsistent. And you need the consistency, and you need them to show that they're really about investing in the relationship. And it's like you guys just can't get on the same page. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want one thing, they want another, but the communication is really bad. It's really bad. So what else is this person hiding from Aquarius? Yeah, that they just feel like you guys are not on the same page. You can't make this stuff up. And that's where it is. It's like Jenny Goddess says, this is spot on. Yeah. So this person feels like, well, damn, I can't commit to you, Aquarius, because we're just not seeing eye to eye, but they're not hearing you. They're not hearing you, but I don't think this person is mature enough to understand where you're coming from with this. They're not hearing that. They've got to get past the times when you may have been a little, let's call it, hard on them. They got to get past that. They hold on to one word you say or one experience you do, and then they equate that to a whole different narrative. And that's what's happening here. And it's like, that's not what it is. So it's like a misunderstanding. How does Aquarius feel about this person for real? Let's look at that. Healing with Breeze says, so spot on. Yeah, Justice and the Chariot in reverse. You feel totally justified with going a different direction because it's not working. It don't matter what you say, what you do, how you deliver it. It's like, what is the point of staying in this? And you're right, Aquarius. What is the point? It's like talking to a wall. Aquarius is a sign that is an air sign. So you are good at communicating, and you're very well calculated in your thoughts. A lot of times before your words come out of your mouth, you're very intellectual. You think, and you're very analytical. You're not going to just say stuff just to say it. You're saying it with purpose and intention. And this person's not hearing you correctly. And so you're like, okay, so since this person's not hearing me correctly, time to skedaddle. And you're right. Yeah, because this is giving you a headache. So you're like, I got to move on and go somewhere else because it's driving me crazy. This person isn't getting it. They're not getting it, Mika. They're not getting it. And they're not. And they're never going to get it because you're dealing with someone who doesn't have enough brain cells to rub them together to spark Common sense. Oh, Lord. Okay, y'all could be dealing with another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Also got Capricorn here, Taurus, Sagittarius, Aries. Could be anybody, y'all. But definitely somebody that just, you know, these people like to listen to respond instead of listening to understand. And there's a difference. There's a difference. You got to listen to understand instead of listening to respond. And this person listens to respond because they're moving out of their own agenda and they're not trying to understand you. And that's what the part right there where it's like, you know what? Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Yep. And Mitzi says, I want to slap him. I know. You just get so riled up. It's like, what part of this do you, it's like, what part of this do you not understand? Oh. Jenny says, that's exactly what I say to him all the time. See, Aquarius, I get you. You listen. We see each other. I get it. I'm trying to break down the energy. If we got a cross watcher out there somewhere listening, I'm trying to break it down to make you understand what Aquarius was trying to tell you. Because I see it right here. That you just really want this person to build, to give you a relationship that makes common sense. Like they're not, what they're doing is very irrational and toxic. And you're just calling them out on their mess. But no, you shouldn't have to say all that, Aquarius, and all that mess. Okay. Hit the like, Aquarius, if you enjoyed the reading. Hit the like button. Show your girl some love. Thank you, Aqua Gang, for that message. I can appreciate that. Somebody needs to learn something today. I swear. Pisces is next. We've already done all signs. The only sign we have left is Pisces. We have quite a bit of you guys asking, can you do this sign? Y'all, we've already done it. We're at the end of the live. We've done Aries. We've done Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. We only have Pisces next. So y'all, please, if you have missed your sign, rewind the tape, or you can come back and visit this video because I'll have every single sign timestamped for you, okay? So thank you so much for your understanding. You guys came in a little bit on the back end, but it's all good. Your reading is still available for you to watch out on the replay. Thank you so much. All right. We got Pisces here. Let's do it, Pisces. I said we got a couple of Pisces here. Only one more to go, Miss Nolan. One more to go. Go Jean is here in the house representing Team Pisces. Leah says, universe, allow Mika to read the energy for me, y'all. I'm going to try. Let's do this, Pisces. Gotta keep swimming. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Pisces and the person that Pisces is currently connected to in love and romance? Now, Pisces, I will say this. Before I can even get all of the question out, the energy is so strong and so urgent. When that happens, that means that the messages are very urgent and they need to pop out. So we have the Strength in the reverse. Everything is fine card in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And underneath the deck, we have the High Priestess, as well as the Judgment card. All right. This is somebody that's choosing to remain silent because they're scared. Scared of you not loving them anymore. Scared of you moving on. Scared of you just being done with them. Pisces, you're coming across as the Empress to this person. You could be an Emperor. There's no gender in tarot. But you exude this power, this sense of security, abundance, and loyalty. This person may see you as a good catch, definitely wifey or hubby material, but they're scared. They're scared that you don't love them anymore. They also feel like, with this King of Cups in the reverse, that you're playing a game with them. You're trying to confuse them by holding back. So they're holding back from you. So why am I picking up this person is scared of all this and think that Pisces is holding back? Because they feel like you have every right to hold back from them. It's what's fair in this love game. They realize that, you know, your intentions were pure, genuine when you guys were together or trying to work on this relationship, but that is no more anymore. And you're trying your best to recover and move on with the Ten of Swords in reverse. That's the energy they feel that you're in. Now, as far as their energy's not coming up a lot. I'm getting this person putting a lot of focus on you. And it's like they're almost keeping their energy hidden. So let me see if I can get some more about them. Spirit, give me some more about the person connected to Pisces. Yeah, they've been in hermit mode and they want to come out of hermit mode to come towards you. But they're scared to do this. Yeah. Like, if they didn't really fear you or feel intimidated by you, this is somebody that would definitely take a lot of action towards you way beyond this time period. So I feel like there's been a time that this person hasn't said anything to you because you have put your line in the sand. You've let this person know, like, listen, you can't just treat me any kind of way. You have standards. You have expectations and boundaries. And if this person does come back, they're just hoping that you'll forgive them and just let bygones be bygones. Like, I don't want this smoke. I know I was playing games. This is somebody that's a game player. They play a lot of games. They do a lot of stuff intentionally to get in your head or could have done these things in the past. And this person is saying, listen, like, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to come correct, but I'm scared. I'm so scared. What is this person scared of? Let's look at that. They're scared of rejection. Yeah. They're scared of rejection if they were to extend an apology. But deep down, they do want a relationship with you. They just don't know if they're ready to build a life with you. This feels like the energy of someone that's saying like, I need your help. You bring a lot of stability and abundance and peace into my life. All of that stuff. Like it's a kind of like a moocher energy almost. I like to be with you for what you can provide me. I like to be with you because you give me a sense of security. You're a good catch. You're an empress, of course. Now your energy is saying, you know, I'm trying to get over this person. I'm trying to drop it, move on with my life, not take action towards this person because you've been through hell and back. I think you give off the impression to the world that you're doing okay when deep down you're not. I think deep down you're in a lot of pain and a lot of hurt by what this person has done to you in this relationship. But you try to perceive to the world that you've moved on, you know, you're good, but you still are very triggered by this whole situation, Pisces. Now, ultimately with this person, Pisces, I feel like with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse to the 2 of Swords, they just don't know. It's the fear. The fear of what would happen if they apologize. I feel like this person does want to apologize, but it's the fear. You got to understand they have good intentions. They're just scared as all get out. I think you've intimidated this person because they know you mean business. They know you're not playing with them anymore, but they also think it is a game at the same time. Yeah, like after a while, this person is going to start to feel heartbroken and begin missing you even more. And they're going to want you even more if they haven't done so already. I really feel like this is somebody that's eventually going to reach out to you at some point. They're going to call you, text you, something. Like their heart is going to ache so much to where they're going to have no choice but just to yield and say, hey, let's get back together. Let's work on this, whatever. Is there anything this person could be hiding from, Pisces? Missing you 1121 says, yeah, they have. Yep. This person is hiding the fact that they, you know, are stressed out with making amends and making peace with you. Like we've been saying, like getting out of their fears. So they're just really trying to finesse their way. This is not a genuine offer, by the way, Pisces. This person does have feelings for you, but this is not somebody that can build with you. This feels like somebody that has a lot of insecurities and fears within them, and that's going to make them not be a good partner for you. Yeah. They're always going to stall or string you along because of fear that you're going to keep holding them accountable to do better. Yeah, this person has a fear of commitment. Missing you says you are so on point with the Pisces reading. Yeah, I really feel like this is somebody that knows they can't give you what you need. You as an Empress, like you deserve only the best and you require better than what this person can offer you. And that's the problem too. And this person knows that. So because of that, it's a lot of fear. It's a lot of fear. You want something that is something that a king, a queen, an emperor, or empress can provide you. And I think what can this person provide, Pisces? Let's look at that. 9 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. They can't really offer you much. But they can enjoy the ride of being with you. Yeah. I think this person also is not very hopeful even to believe that they can do it. You see with the star on the reverse to the 10 of cups? This is someone saying, I don't even believe that I can make this possible. Yep. Missing you says, you're right, Mika. They can't offer much. You said it. Yep. And that's the thing. They don't even believe it. They don't even want to try. They like, this is someone with a very lack mindset or already defeated mindset. Like, yeah, I know I can't do what Pisces need me to do. I already know. But they're not even trying. That's the thing. And that's unfortunate. Very sad. This person could be a Leo, a Libra, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Virgo, Aries, and Leo. All right, that's all I got for you. Pisces, I hope that really makes sense for someone out there. So you kind of know if this person comes in. Unfortunately, you're dealing with someone that's very scared, and just not in a good space. And that's unfortunate because, you know, you are a good catch. But this is just one of those spiritual tests and lessons to remind you, never settle for less than you deserve, you know. All right, guys. Well, that concludes our reading tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget that all the important links are down in the description box below if you would like to book a personal reading with me. And I'm going to end this live, but I will timestamp all of the 12 zodiac signs that we read for this evening so you can come back and watch this video at your convenience. Thank you all so much for coming. Sending y'all much love and light. And don't forget to book your personal reading with me where I can dive deep into your unique situation at MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. Good night, everyone. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Namaste. Bye.